Millions of people around the world play basketball, and all of them dream of making it big. For guys with aspirations of playing in the NBA, it's enough of an accomplishment to be drafted into the league. However, for many reasons, some guys with world-class talent didn't maximize their full potential. They could have been legends, MVPs, superstars, and Hall of Famers, but they weren't able to become what was expected of them. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present you with 10 NBA players that should have been better than they were. And we do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10. Greg Oden. The Portland Trail Blazers infamously drafted Oden after Kevin Durant with the first overall pick in the 2007 NBA Draft. Oden missed the entire 2007-08 season, which should have been his rookie year due to the surgery on his right knee. He missed 21 games in 2008-2009, then showed potential for the next season with 11.1 points and 8.5 rebounds per game in 21 games. But Oden's knee kept failing him, and he never got to play a full season in the NBA. He last played with the Miami Heat in 2013-14, but even LeBron James and the Big Three couldn't salvage his career. If he was simply healthy, perhaps Oden could have been the top player of 2007, not Durant. Number 9. Joe Smith. Smith was the top pick in the 1995 draft by the Golden State Warriors. He had the ideal size to be a megastar at power forward, standing 6'10" and 225 pounds, but Smith just never seemed to find the right fit. He would go on to play for 12 different teams throughout the course of his 16-year career. One of his stops was in Minnesota, where he failed to form a dangerous duo with Kevin Garnett. If Smith was on a super team and not so many bottom-of-the-barrel squads, perhaps we'd remember him as a true star. Number 8. Ricky Davis. Troy Bolton from High School Musical sang a song that said you have to get your head in the game. That was a problem for Ricky Davis, who had tremendous talents but a porous attitude, and was as selfish as it got. Besides averaging 20.6 points per game in 2003-04, Davis wasn't much of a star because he didn't want to play with the team. He was in it for himself. That's evidenced by the fact that he played for 5 different teams from 2004 to 2010. Number 7. Amare Stoudemire. Thing is, Stoudemire is really good. The 6-time All-Star averaged 18.9 points per game in a fairly storied NBA career, but constant injuries held back Stoudemire's chances of taking his game to an MVP level while winning championships in Phoenix and New York. A knee injury limited him to 3 games in 2005-06. An eye injury cut his 2008-09 season early, missing 29 games altogether. From 2011-12 and 2015-16, Stoudemire played over 50 games in just 2 seasons. We saw a great player in Stoudemire, but not the true MVP that could have been. Number 6. Steve Francis. Over the years, teams have learned that any guy who has a me-first attitude before ever starting a professional game triggers a red flag. Steve Francis is one of the pioneers of this perspective. Francis was drafted 2nd overall by the Vancouver Grizzlies in 1999. He instantly demanded a trade and went to the Houston Rockets. He butted heads with management in Orlando, too. Francis didn't experience that much success because, like Kobe Bryant, he refused to pass the ball. At least Kobe had sidekicks and actually drilled the money shots, though. Number 5. Allen Houston. Houston definitely put the NBA on notice. The only problem is he couldn't be a Kobe Bryant-type dominant player, despite having the talent. He played in the NBA from 1993 to 2005, averaging 17.3 points per game, and was a 2-time All-Star. Sadly, a knee injury forced him to miss 34 games in 2003-04. A few years later, he suffered an eye injury, and he was forced to retire in 2005. Houston had several comeback attempts, but none succeeded. Number 4. Lamar Odom. Odom had the potential to be a great sidekick for Kobe Bryant. The two spent 7 years together and won the championship in 2009 and 10. Odom averaged 13.3 points and 8.4 rebounds per game, but his mind wasn't always with the game. He was suspended in the 2000-2001 season for violating the league's drug policy. In 2013, he was charged for driving under the influence. Odom nearly died in 2015 after going into a coma after a series of strokes. Luckily and thankfully, Odom survived, but he won't be remembered as a superstar because of his problems with staying healthy and clean. Number 3. Grant Hill. Though it was quite a stretch, many had hyped Hill as the next Michael Jordan. Hill had quite a career, playing in 7 All-Star games and averaging 16.7 points per game in a career that spanned 2 decades. However, Hill suffered an ankle injury which forced him to miss playing for America at the 2000 Summer Olympics. Only Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, and LeBron James had more points, rebounds, and assists than Hill over their first 6 NBA seasons. He was that good. Hill remained a quality baller after his original ankle injury, but it hampered him the rest of his career. He needed surgery on it, which led to a near-fatal infection. Hill could have truly been a LeBron or Kobe, but his ankle wasn't willing to go along. Number 2. Penny Hardaway. The 3rd overall pick in the 1993 NBA Draft, played in 4 All-Star games, and averaged 15.2 points per game in his career. He also won gold with Team USA at the 1996 Olympics. But while Hardaway was a superstar with the Orlando Magic in the late 90s, he began experiencing a series of injuries, including a serious knee injury during the 1997-98 campaign. Hardaway missed 22 games in 1999-2000 with a foot injury and missed 24 in 2002-2003 with a hand injury. Hardaway simply couldn't stay healthy and had to retire in 2007-2008, playing just 704 total games in a 14-year career. And number 1, Yao Ming. Ming played in 8 All-Star games in a career that started in 2002 and ended in 2011. Ming averaged 19 points and 9.2 points per game as he and Tracy McGrady turned the Houston Rockets into a Western Conference juggernaut. Ming missed 25 games in 2005-2006 and was limited to 48 in 2006-2007 because of a severe right knee injury. In February 2008, Ming fractured his left foot and was done for the season. The next season, a promising Rockets campaign was ruined after Ming suffered a hairline fracture in his foot. He retired in 2011, citing the ankle and foot injuries that kept hampering him. Ming was a star when healthy, but how much better would he have been if he avoided so many injuries? What other NBA stars could have been better? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.